Hello everyone, Rigel here, and welcome back to RimWorld. So in the last episode, we started sorting out some equipment for our troops, in particular making sure that everyone has some armor they can quickly change into, in case we get attacked and saves us dying in the future. Not only that, but we managed to get our hands on a new character, Galga here, who I have to say is very impressive with his ginger beard, with the black mohawk he's got on? Can't quite tell from this angle, it is a mohawk. A black mohawk and a ginger beard. Fantastic. But now that we've got all this food coming in, we're actually getting a nice little bit of food. So, especially when the corn is done, that's going to be a lot of food coming in for the winter. That would be fantastic for us. But at least we've got stuff coming in. We've got loads and loads of... Oh, Christ. What the size is that? Wow, we've got dinosaur ironhide. We don't need that on the back. The Enigmasaurus, though, can go, and so can that. Oh yeah, that was it. We actually had that giant man-eater in a pack because we sent someone off to go hunting after a dinosaur here, and as a result, I think was it these? Yeah, I think it was like a Saltosaurus. But because we caused one of them to come and attack us, the entire herd came after us, and so we end up having like 5 or 6 of them all around here, and that's why there's so much blood everywhere on the floor. Wow, there's a lot of blood on the floor. Jesus Christ. Now, that's not my fault. I don't remember that being my fault. That's what I'm sticking to anyway. But, we've got that happening. We've got plenty of food now being done. We've even got some sorted meats ready for when we need to use it. Got plenty of meals done. Now, something we could actually start using, instead of, like, since we do have rice now available, is we could always switch over to try and do something like stir-fries, which will give us a little boost to our colonists as well. Especially for like blood filtration, I believe, and the blood pumping. It gives them a little bit extra manipulation and consciousness. We could go for that. Not too sure. We do have these other huts being built, I believe. Do I actually got roofs set up for these? I do not. That's not going to help too much, is it? Let's make sure roofs go on here. We've got that done up on the school, so we just really need to start building some stuff for the school as well. Oh yeah, and I forgot, we've got all this stuff as well. So what we can do, I mean this is all for decorative purposes, there's nothing really to help like the base, but it could be cool just put down like a little windmill just here for example, and things like a little scarecrow I believe was one. Yeah, let's pop a scarecrow down. I know, do we need to put in, we don't want to lose the grass necessarily. Now, we won't do it that much, but we can put some like, a scarecrow right here. Not enough on the map, eh? Well, that will change once this is actually finished. Yeah, it won't be too long until the cotton's actually done. Right. Just want to make it a proper little homely base, like having a little cart somewhere. Maybe a little boat just out by the quay here. Can we turn the boat? We can. Oh, this is going to be so cool. Okay, let's switch this around. Let's pop the boat like this. Yeah, pop it like that. Is it a useful? No. Is it a waste? Probably. Do I want to do it regardless? Yes. Let's cut down some of these trees to help things out a little bit. I mean, we could also try and just make this a little bit more nicer. You know, put down some proper bushes and stuff like that. Let's ask for this to be harvested. That can be harvested too. We've still got plenty of wood on the map. 1,671 wood in total. Yeah, we're not going to run out of that anytime soon. And we've still got a whole bunch more designated to be chopped down eventually. Anything up here? No. Oh yeah, actually. Tell a lie. More wood. Let's get a few more berries, bush thing as well. There we go. Who's injured? Belnagatus. What happened to you again? Oh yeah, the Saltosaurus. I forgot about that. Now I really had to give you an extra steel arm. Luckily we haven't lost any more legs. Alright, so that food's done. We have actually started to continue doing armor, haven't we? Yes, Melania's doing that. We've got Rakai, I think, who's responsible. In fact, what I'm going to do is just come back onto here a minute. Just make it so any worker who's capable of with some intellectual skill, because we just need to have them as intellectual 5. So if I pop onto here, Melania, oh, it's 3 intellectual. We'll put it so anyone can do it, as long as they've got over 4 or 5, I'm happy. Just double check. Yeah, I think we're good. did I actually request any yarrow to be made? I cannot remember. Wormwood, kale. To be honest, I probably want yarrow being built rather than smoke leaf. So, I'll tell you what, let's actually swap this over. Yarrow. There we go. Alright. Got all these bushes in here. Alright, that needs to be hauled in. Alright, let's speed things up again. There we go, thank you for that, Makai. Vulture's still unhappy about being nude. There's not much I can do about that. Vulture, until you can actually walk around on your own 2 feet. Maybe we can put down... Can we put one of these in here? This should provide a bit of light anyway. I've got plenty of steel to use. I mean, we can always mine more if needed. So I'm not that concerned. Vulture's become... You're after my baby. How dare you? Hang on. Little Vulture. Vulture can move around now. Oh, wow. We're gonna have to give you some clothes now, my dear girl. 12 days old and already moving around. Yeah, outside area. Hang on, did we get rid of all the clothes? No, I'll tell you what we'll do now. Asna, pick up a pair of cloth pants for me. And, do we have any shirts? Flak pants, wool veil, alpaca, tribal wear. Do we not have any shirts left? I could have sworn we made some. Or we're still making them. Cloth duster, tribal wear. You know what? Let's just take up some tribal wear as well. Alright, force wear. Can we not pick it up? Force wear. Apparently not. Try this pile. Cloth packs. No, apparently we cannot force them to do it. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's just do this. Assign. No, restrict. Okay, Eel. Let's say cleaning area. This should allow her then a bit more freedom, but also allow her to go outside if needed as well. We only have to watch out now for the fact that dinosaurs coming towards us. Let's grab a bunch of people and get them equipped to start killing this. That's it, Vikai. Do not let anyone hurt your baby. And here comes everyone else. Perfect. Okay, that can be hauled in now too. Okay, little Vulture, you should now be able to go and pick up some clothes. Asna. Asna. You can actually drop those trousers after you pick up. You no longer need to carry them. Just drop them. Right. Little Vulture. Wearing cloth pants. Let's make sure first. Yeah, she's already set for worker. Okay. Alright, Nakai, what are you doing? Cooking meals. What I actually feel tempted to do then, because we've got simple meals already, is we'll put that down as a lower priority. Then what I'm going to do is actually ask them to sort out sushi, pasta, paste meal. Sorry, I thought I said pasta. Lavish meals could work. Stews. No, stew. We can't do stew yet. That would be the ideal one for us to do, because we can make... Not only does it actually affect consciousness, metabolism, blood filtration, blood pumping, as you can see, but we can make 8 of them at a time, so we can very quickly make meals. Whereas only making 4 at a time is limiting us to an extent. But we'll do something like this. So what, expert colonist. Drop it down to 3 as well. And just make sure this one then pop on here. Okay, includes meals. Okay. You're making pemmican right now. Sure? So I will do, actually. Let's have Nakai continue some butchering. Since we got to do it. Oh, Eo, you're also wearing Mummy and Daddy's clothes. That's cute. And Bao's getting on with that. In fact, do we have enough sandstone to finish off? We do need to make a couple more then. In fact, how's this getting on? Making stone chunks. I don't know who's actually supposed to be making that. Someone should be. Alright, Melania. Whereabouts are you, actually? Hauling wood to the wooden pallets. I mean, that's great, really. But you're supposed to be doing other stuff. Okay, chop these ones out of the way first. Okay, Melania, go and finish off tailoring this. And Akaya's now got mental breaks. Okay. What I'm going to do with these... I tell you what, let's just go here, storage. Let's just assume it needs, let's see, tribal armor. I'll keep spelling it the British way. We'll do that. And copy the paste. We'll do all of this then and say paste settings. What we will do then is once we actually, because what we're researching at the moment is lizardman smithy. So eventually we'll be able to make the armor for the lizardmen as well. We can stick that onto the racks too. So I'll let Melania get on with that. These will be set up then. Let's make that as a bit of a higher priority, I think. Important. I want to say that's more critical. Okay, let's swap that to important. And these can all be critical. Come on, work me, game. Okay, critical. Okay, copy and then paste. And I have to polymer plate armor, in fact. Let's try and do this again then. Okay, plates. Armor. Medic bag, body armor, plate armor. Oh, we can make lizardman plate armor straight away, it seems. Maybe, I think. Okay, let's just make sure to do something like that. Tribal shoulders. Nah, we should be fine for that. Headgear. Lizardman knight's helmets. Melee hit chance. I'll allow that. Tribal headdress, social impact, tribal helmets. Wolf hoods. Which one of these? It's a deer one, isn't it? Yeah, increasing accuracy will do for that. Okay, there we go, that should work. Manhunter pack. Okay, let's have a quick look. Copy this. Coryphosauruses. Oh, I was about to say, is there only one of them? Okay, well, it looks like they're coming towards us then. Well, they would do if they're man-eaters. Let's just grab all the people, get them set up, and we'll get ready to receive them. Pull back a little bit. And let's go hunting then, boys and girls. Here they come. To be honest, we shouldn't have many problems with this. We've just got so many people with ranged weapons at this point. Even if they're just using bow and arrows, it's still a lot of, well, arrows heading that way. Okay, finish them off. Come on. There we go. So we'll do that. We'll ask these two to be finished off. People now should be going out of the way to do that quite quickly now. And then we'll just get them hauled in and we've got more meat for the, well, for the meals. And already you can see here our first bit of stir fry being done. Okay, let's bring in... all the sorted meats needs to be stacked up together. Okay, we've got smoked leaf joints, KLT, elixirs of Sylvan, some KLT for some reason. Oh good, everyone now is back up to full health. Ooh, excuse me. Eel. Oh my god, Eel, you psychopath. Don't forget, she's nearly one and a quarter years old. And there she is, just going off and slaughtering these giant dinosaurs with her bare hands. I mean, it could be worse, it could be Vulture. Now, that would have been terrifying. She is our psycho baby, after all. Alright, we've got a fertilized turkey egg. Don't eat the turkey egg. Please. Alright, will that been delivered? Yeah, we just need to wait for Baron and to get around to actually making it. Okay, dinosaur ironhide, make sure to take all that. Devil strand, all that can come in. All getting done, slowly but surely. We've got plenty of rice now to harvest too. Facts. You should be getting on with that as soon as you finish the construction, aren't you? To be honest though, I'd rather get him doing that right now, but it shouldn't take too long for him to get around to doing the construction. Yeah, building sandstone walls. You go off and do what you need to do first. Unless we had someone else. I mean, who else is good at construction in the colony? Eel. You know what? Eel, let's swap it around. You can go and take over. Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. We've got to have the second youngest member of the whole tribe to actually go and do building. I mean, why not? Manipulation 60%, but then we got more than enough sandstone that she can actually just finish this job off. There we go. Who says child labour isn't a worthwhile thing? Gone are those days. Right, but Kai's getting on with making aloe oil. You're finishing off that. Ha! Actually, speaking about Ha, where was Recon? Yeah, you should be doing that now. I'm actually going to have you set that up as your main job. That means Ha now can just make sure he's constantly up there, keeping an eye out for enemy activity coming towards us. Oh, I suppose you can hold the rest of it, I don't mind. Why do we have all this coming from? Plain leather and things like that? I have no idea where we're getting this. Alright, nettle leaves. Someone needs to be taking that. Thank you, Ha. Appreciate the work. Alright, cloth shemang, let's bring that back. And just like that, little baby Ha has actually finished off building our next house. That's kind of amazing when you think about it. Let's of course make sure we put some of these down. So we want one here and one here. And did we not put a floor here? We have not. Well, guess we're doing that as well. What floor do we put in here anyway? Vertical wood. My favourite type of wood. Okay, vertical wood panels. Stick that down there then. And for here as well. I've already got vertical wood. Okay, so Eo's going to be off to do that. Bauer's going to be able to do all the harvesting that now we need to get done. We actually got this cool little boat just floating away on the sea. That is so cool. I want to get more stuff like that on the map. Just so we can actually, just make it a little bit more sort of lived in and authentic, you know? We just need to wait for people to get done with it. Oh, I'm so happy to see that. Okay, did you actually get some clothes yet? No, you haven't got a top yet. How are we doing with this? Still got plenty to do. Alright, let's get... Huh. Did I not set this storage critical? Set that to important. Okay. So now if I pop onto here, we can actually get that hauled to where I want it to go. Alright, someone should be able to go off and do that for me anyway. Once Belnagotus does it, maybe? Nope. Just dropping wood on the floor for some reason. Okay. Is anyone going to do this? Alright, I'll tell you what, Nakai, let's get you some butchering done. I should be able to get that done for me quickly. And we could take all those in. No, we've still got two of them just lying around outside. Alright, why is it then we've got... What do we have on the hook instead of the corpses? We just haven't got enough space for it all. We've got all this stuff for wool. Okay, okay. Let's try and pop some down here and here then. Eel, would you mind just making me some pallets? I still can't believe I'm asking my young kid to do the building. But hey, if it works, it works. Why is that not being taken? Agent Chitin Knight's helmet. Storage? Normal storage, priority. Is it tainted? No, it's normal. Just would have thought they might have carried it over to here already. No, no one's gone around to doing it yet. That's why. Okay, eel. No, eel, can you not do that for me quick? Force where? No. Eel? Construct wooden pallets me. There we go. Construct wooden pallet for me here. Right, that should hopefully help free up a bit more space. If I just go and copy the settings from here. Paste. Paste. Still wonder why that's not being carried over, even though it should be done as a pretty critical thing. Critical, yeah. We have got it set up. Lizardman's Light Knight's helmets, yeah. Maybe, hang on. I did remember seeing a thing about this. Let me pop onto Rack a moment. Okay, we might need to swap this over. So how many do we have? How many lizardmen do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's switch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think we don't have to worry about Hulk or anything like that. As long as we just keep it as male, I think we should be okay. I don't know. Let's check it now. Yeah, there we go. Now we've got places equipped for it. And we've got plenty of places now to actually put material. Okay, there we go. Let's get in there. Christ, what's that? Caviar. Well, aren't we going fancy? Alright, Nakai, how are you doing now? Making barrels of salted meats? Okay. Ko, can you not... No empty... Can we only put them in stockpiles of 3, apparently? Okay, that makes sense. I'll tell you what, actually. Let's move this over here a bit. So we do something like this, and then I ask it to shrink the zone here. That means then we'll have the barrels of meat beneath to just be popped there. And someone should be able to now move it down to here much better. There we go. Okay, you guys are having fun there. Starlease is nearly grown. Did I not ask this to be swapped over to Yarrow? I did. Why is no one sorting that out? Barrow? Looking at water? So area for me, please. Inspired Creativity Co. Okay. Hang on. Baba. Harvest, grow, plant cuts. Yeah, I have no idea why you're not actually getting on with the job. But, fine. This game sometimes. Alright, let's cancel that. Just looking forward to seeing what these get for kids. Eel has now finished that off. Thank you, Eel. Your work is always appreciated, my dear. Let's ask you to haul over this quickly. You can haul that over as well. Because someone needs to do it, and apparently no one is rushing to do it necessarily. Okay, so that's one set of armor. Okay, and this was done as well, wasn't it? Tribal armor. Get that hauled in. Lizardman light armor. Okay. Someone will have to do that for me as well. Oh, I still can't get over the boat. That's just such a cool little effect here. And we've got things like this little windmill going, although that needs to be hauled in. I've got scarecrows now, making sure to scare away any giant, pterodactyl birds that try to eat it. Okay, hay. What we're going to do with this... Ideally, we want to try and put maybe a stockpile down so we can put the hay there. Does hay deteriorate outside? Yeah, deteriorate because of unroofed. Right, what I might do... Go onto the butcher table a minute, because we can make... Silage, kibble. Why do we need to add a silage? Fermented hay and grains. Hay, vegetarian, rice. We could just make a whole bunch of silage just in case. Yeah, something like that could work. But then I'd rather just try and make bulk kibble. Especially since we're going to be using... Make it more edible for animals. Potting compost, tallows, scrolls. To be honest, we might just want to try and keep it available for them just in case. What we could do is make a nice little... A small little hut. Just make it a small one, not big at all. But to have it so we can actually go and have it so they can go in and eat if needed. Rather than, you know, especially for winter purposes. We can just bar the door in so they can't go in. So if we did something like this. So one, just do, not a big one, just something like this. 5 by 5. I suppose we could make the gate a bit open. Should we get a bigger door? Classic door, gates, 3 times 1. We'll pop that door here. So we can't get any bigger ones, can we? Picket gates. Vent walls. Oh wow, we can make vent walls. I didn't realise. Yeah, Belnagas is dropping that off. And we now visit Lizardman Smithy. We can make the most powerful weapons and armour of Lizardman culture. Right, let's work on getting us a longbow. Recurve bow and smithing. We'll get that. So if we pop onto here now, what armour can we do from this? Button down, tribal, shoulder armour, plate armour. So yeah, we're making this at the moment, so we need, say, 5 of those. And helmets. Can we not make Lizardman, hang on. Can't spell because I've got the thing in the way. Lizardman, plate armor, shemang, leather armor, leather wear. Oh, we can't make that knight's helmet apparently. No matter. Okay, Eeyore can finish that off. Okay, now she's going off now to build our barn. So what I'm going to do is build it up first. Forbid the door and then the animals can't go in. It's a shame I haven't got the lock lock mod in place. Because we could use it in just to forbid the animals until we need them to come in. But I'm quite happy just to allow a bunch of food to be moved in. In fact, do I want to just make a copy of a room? Nah, it's fine. Right. Oh dear, I forgot. Okay. Come on here, remove that. We don't need anything like that on here, thank you. In fact, stick that there as well, just for the moment. Okay, you get on with that. Really need to go and see a trader about some of this, just because we seem to have so much just sort of sitting around. You know, like, all this leather. There's no way we need all this leather, not even to make the plate armor that I'm asking him to make. Like, what do we actually need for this, by the way? Yeah, we just need things like steel and stuff like that. Yeah, 120 steel, 18 ingredients. So as long as you don't make it out of gold, plastic, or silver, or uranium. Snail glass. Okay. Alright, what we got here? Starly's flowers. So what, Wakai, would you mind just making a few of these for me, please? Just get them down into liquids and then we can actually start making them down here. Alright, major break risk. Bonagotus. Well, there's not much I can do for you, my friend, unless you go off and do what you tell me you need to do. Oh yeah, we've now got even more wood to bring in. Jesus Christ. Not gonna run out of this anytime soon, are we? Alright, wormwood leaves need to be hauled in too. So much stuff, and everyone's getting breaking. Why, Nakai? Oh yeah, your brother died. To be fair, I can't help that. Wasn't that my fault? Didn't plan for it to happen, it just did. Alright, got our stir fries now. In fact, one thing I'm going to swap instead of going for those. Let's get... where is it? Vegetable garden. I'm going to recruit to agriculture. Because it occurred to me that we could really do with these red lentils. Now, red lentils, for those of you that haven't used the agricultural mode before, is a meat substitute. You need more meat than you normally would have to worry about, but it does give you a nice alternative. And if we stick it in one of the fields instead of, rice or something like that, although to be fair, we are getting a nice stockpile of rice coming in. But to be honest, I think it only takes a couple of days to grow, so maybe swapping it out for one of the other ones would be much more better. We'll wait for it to finish growing first, and then we'll get it sorted out. Someone can haul that in as well, we can get a bit more smoke leaf done. Okay, we just need to wait for this door to be done. Thank you, Boyo. In fact, while you're here, can you just quickly make me with this door? Okay, and then cut this down. And then you should be able to just make me the roof area then. Or someone should be able to make that. Alright, we'll put a floor down as well. Doesn't have to be anything too elaborate, but we'll put down a floor just to make it a bit of a thing for the place. There we go. And then we'll put a stockpile down. Alright, we only want hay to go in here. Okay, call this the barn. Alright. Critical. Animal feeds. Yeah, just set that up there. Okay, thank you. We'll take the ironwood. Who's idle? Vulture. Okay, Vulture, you have now gone up to be a big girl. You can now get on with life and help us out if needed. No, you can't because you aren't capable of doing any jobs. Okay, that's fine. We'll have to get you studying eventually. And that's why we've set up this little building here to be our school at some point. Once we get around to actually get him stuff built for it, of course. Right. You're gone off to sleep. Vulture, you're just not doing much for us. Oh wow, what's this meat skin thing again? Okay, Nakai is using it. So I'll continue butchering for me a moment. Has anyone made more salt? Yes. Okay, before it goes to water then, can you please make some more... Just make some more of these for me. If you're not going to use it for the meals, might as well use it for other stuff. Okay. Alright, Skalga, what are you doing? Making nettle powder. Okay, that's fine. Let's actually ask for that to be harvested. That could be harvested too. You don't ever know when you can need garlic for something. Okay, all this needs to be brought in as well. What I'm beginning to think is we're going to have to go on a bit of a trade mission. Let's see if any of the factions nearby are a little bit more friendly with us now. What's this? Bygone chitin plate armor, excellent. With an outpost for 4 enemies. Okay, let's have a look up here. Hostile. 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 Where? Oh yeah, I forgot. We're surrounded on every side by hostile enemies. I mean, the closest we got is the purple kangaroo gabella. And even then... We're not gonna... Yeah, we are friendly with these guys, but that's a long way to trek. Just to do some trading. I mean, how many days would it take just to get from where we live to there? So, like, if I pop on here, say we went to the nearest village, which luckily is along a road, so it's not too bad. 10.86 days. Huh. That might actually work out for us. Obviously, we need to make sure we have enough food for the journey and that. And that's where Nakai will come in, once he's actually finished binging on smoke leaf, apparently. But yeah, if I actually swap this around. So, stir fries will keep. Let's go back onto here a minute. Alright. Bulk make pemmican for me. Just make as much of that as possible. In fact, who's my next best cook? Oh, Wakai, of course. Wakai is actually pretty good at nearly everything. Go ahead and make me a whole bunch of meals. Alright, we'll get her to do that. And then what I might do is actually send them off on a little trade mission. And we've got something else I can give my people something to do as well. But we need to make a caravan for them. It might give Haas something to do, rather than just stand around on top here all the time. Because, how's your construction? Not the best. Alright, something to think about. Because we do have a mod that allows me to actually build roads. And depending on how much effort and resources you want to spend, you can make a lot of... You can build, you know, the high-tech roads, or we can just build a dirt path. So what I was thinking is actually to try and make one of those. Maybe just make it from here to the road here, so we can get around a little bit more quickly. But the thing is, do we need to go all that way? I mean, Barker is angry with us, anyway. So I suppose better safe than sorry, isn't it? Okay, Kai, how you get to not making pemmican? You've made 218 already. Okay, Nakai, can you finish butchering me some more meals? Some more meat before it goes off? Okay, we're getting plenty of herbal medicine. That is extremely good to see. Got 148.5 days before it goes off as well. Fact. Something I've realised we could do to try and help out, because we have got more people coming in, is... First of all, Nakai, how good are you with cooking, actually? Cooking is 11.27, so it's nothing he's actually exceptionally good at. Right, but we've got Rakai. Melania is currently making us our armour. Ha! That's 6.7. I would rather try and get someone who's a little bit better than that. How many researchers do we have? Galga will put us 1. Skizzle will have us 1 as well. That way then, if they get any opportunities, like, to basically, you know, as long as we have 2 people researching, I'm quite happy. So what I might do with Melania, with Rakai, is if we grab this, expand it over here slightly, and shrink this, just so we can get these 2 all moved in as well. So, tell you what, let Rakai finish that off. Oh, thank you, Bernacotus. Let's go into production. And instead of making the stone oven, where is field stove? Switch that over and stick it here. Alright, then if... There we go, agriculture's now done. Okay, research menu, screen. Let's go... Agriculture 2 as well. Unlocks new fruits to grow. Fruit has a high nutrition and requires less to make meals. So we can make grapes, algae, strawberries, blueberries, and watermelons. Sure? We'll go for something like that. Which one? That was the one that was last been done. I'll swap this over then for red lentil plants. And then Barris should be able to go off and do that for me pretty quick once he's finished sowing that. Okay, Melania is still making me these dinosaur armor. It's taking a little while to make though, isn't it, my dear? So what, Asna... Haul this for me quickly. Because no one's got around to hauling it yet, and I really want them to. Okay, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to haul this one as well. Thank you. The work is appreciated. So at least we've got the armor going. We just need to set it up then so we can have helmets, we can put the weapons on, Well, I'm not going to get rid of weapons. I'm going to let them keep it, I think. Probably for the best. Alright, Barra is busy going off to harvest some cotton. Io harvesting aloe vera. Can we not ask you just to quickly make me the stove? Because what I'm thinking is we can have multiple people working on the cooking and that, rather than just having one person do it all the time. That, and then we should be able to keep up to date then with all the meals. So we do something like that. Skizzle, could you quickly refuel this? We should have more than enough wood in for our needs as well. Thank you. And then what we need to do is if we pop onto here, copy all these bills. In fact, copy, linking back to the original. Changes will be mirrored to all... Okay, so we pop on this one. Oh, can't, because of course it's a different one. Right. Okay. Right, let's sort this out. So, stir fries. We want that first of all. Then we want pemmican. Then we want the psychoids. Tribal psychoid or psychoid tea. Let's make psychoid, it doesn't really matter, they're exactly the same thing. More or less. And then simple meals. Something like that, isn't it? So let's just double check the setup we've got for here. Pemmican we're going to make forever. Okay, I think we got more than enough for our needs now, so let's swap it back to this. So we want expert colonists. 1 out of 3. Yep. Pemmican and make forever. Psycho tea make forever. And then this we'll do expert colonist and just go back to doing 3 as well. There we go. That should allow us then to actually get all that done. Then what we need to do is just set up a mission for us. So let's go onto the world map. Hit this. Do this. Alright. Let's have a quick look. Needs obedience. Not fully grown. Hang on. Oh no. We need you to come. We're not going to send any riders for you. Can't ride any of these chickens. We're not going to get any of this. Looks like we can't ride anyone. Oh, that's going to suck. No matter though, no matter. Kui, I'm going to take you because you are a trader. And of course we need some more people. Belnagatus can come with you as a raider chief. And Ha can come with you as well. And that's really slowed us down quite a bit apparently. Okay, let's do that. Let's have you make your way up and then... How far do we need to go again? All the way up to here. 9.5 days. Okay. Choose the routes. And then we go on to items. Basically just stock, pile up with all this stuff. We've got loads of, clothes we don't need or anything like that. And since we're not getting traders exactly making their way down here, let's sell that. Okay, tribal wear, goods. That can go. Alright, what these can go. Let's see, crossbows. That can go. Short bows can all go. Okay, blades, flintlocks, those can go too. We'll sell that as well. Bamboo club. Steel club. Ikara. That can go. Thing is, we can make our own ones now at this point too. We'll sell the peg leg, because why not? We'll take the alpaca rolls. Take the good ones. Alright, we'll keep all of that. Keep the blocks, we keep all this. Just things like, we got hundreds and hundreds of ironhide. Alright, let me just have a look. This one, we can take that. We'll use this for armor. Sauropods protects really well. Dinosaur hide can come. That can come. Bird skin. Plain leather. Devil strand will keep. Warts. Okay, and take all the pemmican as... Oh wow, it's only going to last us 3.58 days. Really? Can't the... Yeah, you should be able to think so. Apparently our lizardmen are only going to be able to keep it going for 8.3 days. Oh wow. Okay. Might be an idea then not to send the lizardmen in if they can't actually afford to give themselves food. Barra can. We're not going to take the kids with us. Melania? Yeah, 11 days to arrive. Okay, we might need to think about that a little bit more before we actually head off. Otherwise, I'm just chucking in a room and burning it. We've just got so much stuff right now. It's ridiculous. And I can't ask for a trader to come and join to trade with us either. I mean, that would really be helpful if we could. Right. Vulture, you still not got any clothes, my dear. Oh dear. Okay. So what, let's swap that around for the moment. Drop those down to so we have a spare one each time. But we'll get Melania. Melania? There. Quickly tailor me a top for Vulture. There we go. Well, that should be done nice and quick. Speed things up a little bit more. I'm trying to remember, can we not build a crafting basket to help? No, and he works with that. Okay. This tool cabinet we built is a good thing. Can we only build one of one workbench? Can we use up to 2 cabinets? Okay, let's pop another one down to help things out a bit as well. Okay, Melania facts. Yeah, let's swap this around. Let's make sure she finishes off these orders first. And then little eel, let's go and force wear you this. And a Makakana. Oh yay, what I always wanted was a giant bug. Let's tell you what, let's have a look. You do eat vegetables. Quite advanced tradability. I suppose I'll tell you you can have it, but you need to stay with the animal field. Alright, and just don't eat any of the people, please. Okay, Melania's getting on with that. Okay, little Vulture, if you made your way down, you now should be wearing a top. Okay, tell you what, let's just drop it down for the moment. I would have liked it if you actually kept it on, though. Okay, go and eat the pelican. Fine. Oh, wow, you're just making your way past, aren't you? Right, eel. Playing hoopstone. If you're not going to wear clothes, Vulture, I can't be held responsible for that. We're getting some nice clothes getting fitted up right now, thanks to Melania here. Okay, eel is now making me another toolbox, so that's going to speed things up a little bit more for us. We've got the sculptures table here. Paper making. Haven't really found much of a use for that. Hand tailoring. Okay, what I'm actually going to do though, I need to set someone up to be a butcher now. Let's say... Let's have Rakai do these two. That way then, if anything needs to be done at least... No, we'll have her stick to research first. Sorry. Do something like that. But there we go, we should be getting more than enough meals now. And rice is going to last quite a while. And especially when this gets done. Although, Barrow, what are you doing? Sowing more heal roots. Okay. I'd rather you do something else. Oh yeah. Silage. Hang on. Did I thought I didn't tell them to do that. Oh no, I did. Okay, cancel that then. Right. Okay, sure. Oh, well, that goes in there. Might be an idea then for me to actually forbid this. Right. Okay, there he goes. Finally. So Bauer's now getting started with these lentils. So like I said, what will happen is when they grow, we can actually use them as a meat substitute. So rather than just keep hunting animals all the time, we'll have a lot of stuff that we can just use. It will, of course, like I said, take more food. So rather than say like 2 bits of food, it might take 3 or 4. But at least it will get done over time. I'm still just keep getting animal hide. Why do we keep having animal hide everywhere? Ugh. Fact. I wonder if we could actually just extend this out a bit more now. Because don't forget, we could just make... Because did we not finish off bridges? Hang on, structure. Bridge. We did do bridges. Yeah, heavy bridges. I mean, it's weird that we have to make them out of steel. I mean, we could always just make them out of sandstone or limestone. But yeah, we can just pop it down here and make a few bridges as well. So we could actually extend our stockpile out a bit. And make a kind of thing because we're going to make it so that they can't... No one can come and attack us on it. Oh, we can't go out to deep water, can we? Oh, deep water bridge. There we go. Let's continue making this. Okay. Then we need this. To finish off there. And do there. And we're probably going to need something for the middle as well, aren't we? So we just do something like that. That there and there. And eventually they'll be able to build onto there, and we can actually extend this out more realistically. Yeah, that works out. We just need a lot of limestone. Okay, the sandstone, limestone. Limestone times 3. Let's just make also be done 11 times, and someone will get around to doing that. Okay, flat pants are being done. Oh, just leave my people to get on with it. Now, the fact that we've got the 2 stoves now means we are keeping on track at top of food, although we haven't got any food made yet. Really, guys? Really? Okay, Nakai is probably sleeping it off. To be honest, I mean... I know Nakai is probably our best researcher. I mean, she's got 17. Asna's got 13. But I'm just wondering, would it be easier just to swap her over so she is going to be butchering and cooking as well? I mean, we've got the 2 stoves available to us, and Nakai otherwise is going to be... I mean, we haven't set it up so only Nakai can cook these, did we? No. I'll tell you what, pause when satisfied. Might be an idea too. Let's dismantle that. And we'll swap it around so we have the other one up there as well. So, who was actually doing it? Asna. Now, Boyo was our main deconstructor, wasn't she? Yeah, they deconstruct this. Why is it? Oh, we have no meats. Okay, that makes complete sense. Okay, well, let's go back on here. Swap that around. But then... Okay, Nakai, swap... Stop. You're hurting me here. Just go and make me some meals. Right, nice and quick. So everyone doesn't spend their time just eating rice. Okay, thank you. Your work is appreciated, my friend. Vulture's now doing a work frenzy as well. Okay, I'll take that. Okay, you continue doing that for me, thank you. And then what we'll do is just build a copy of that up to here. When Asda finishes, of course. Field stove will have a bad temperature. It's apparently 42 degrees in here. When did that happen? I'll tell you what, let's build a passive cooler up for here then. I mean, it is kind of hot outside. And if they're cooking in here, that makes complete sense, I guess. Alright. Bowers continue making that. Eo, quickly come over here and just make me this, please? And we're going to have to do a bit more of a steel shop, aren't we? I mean, we've got plenty of sandstone. I should have used that on here instead. In fact, that might make more sense. Okay. Cancel that. Cancel that. Okay, let's swap this around. Okay, sandstone, 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 right. So I said I wanted to basically make it along here. No, let's make... Hang on. Why is this not... Okay, that's heavy bridge. That's deep water. Why? Okay. Don't worry, guys. I know what I'm doing now. Honest. Okay, sandstone heavy bridge. Let's pop that here, 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 and here. Okay, and here. Here. Okay. You come here, then. Okay. And then that comes here. Right. And then finally, then, do we want to pop this down? Sandstone. Nah, it's going to have stuff on top of it anyways. It's no worries. Right, so now we can use that then to swap it over instead. So altogether, 22, 10, 220 of this. Okay, we might need a few more bits of sandstone. Say 2 more of that, drop that down to 2 more. 2 more after that. Okay, now what we can do now is we'll pop onto here, copy this, join this up, and what it does then, it links the two together. So whatever we do on the original one here will be copied over to the other side as well. Now, Skizor is actually going ahead and refilling that for me, that'd be great. And then hopefully now, between them all, we'll be able to actually keep the food under control. Right, cooking craze. Oh yeah, we need to set these up as well, don't we? In that case, we might need a bit more sandstone. Let's say 5 lots. Okay, alpaca. Vulture, go and wear this, please. I'm just tired now of the fact you're moaning about unhappy nudity. And yet, there's clothes on around that you just don't want to wear. So go and put this on. You've got your trousers on already, that's good. Ignore the fact you nearly got hit on the head doing the hoopstone game. There. That's that gone. Alright, we've got the meals under control at least. Okay. Alright, let's pop on to stir fry. Cook when satisfied. We'll have it as long as we at least one. Always want to make sure we have at least 1 in there. And then pause when satisfied 1. There we go. And then again, this will actually transfer over to this side as well. It's a nice little mod. I like it. Alright, we've got all this stuff being built. So we now should have enough clothes for everyone. And we might have to start restricting some of them. So I'll tell you what we can do while I've still got a couple minutes left. Let's go on to manager outfits. Worker outfits. So at the moment we do have lizardman wear, tribal wear. I might swap this out so we can have something specific for them. Let's just have it so we have normal quality. We'll have it so they have to have it 51%. Now, if we do that though... Nah, we'll worry about that because otherwise we're going to have so much clothes. Okay, let's just go... let's not worry about outer robes for the moment. Well, button-down shirt, we don't want tribal wear. We just want them to wear t-shirt, pants, and that. Hats, we'll make sure they don't have to wear that right now. And that should force everyone to wear normal clothes. In theory. Yeah, woven cloaks, we will have to try and do something so we can give them a jacket or something. I mean... The other thing we could do is we could make dusters and we could do parkas for when it gets cold as well. I mean, at this point we've learned how to make advanced clothing, so it doesn't matter to me too much about doing that. So if we go Parker... Alright, apparently... Last crafting skill 500... Oh, we do need 120 steel, of course. Alright, so if I ask this one per colonist with 1 spare... We better go back to 2 spare, I think. Alright, and then a duster. Right. They'll get on with that. They're currently doing research. Galga, are you wearing clothes? Why is no one wearing my bloody clothes? I mean, do we not have enough shirts for everyone? I mean, we should do. They're sitting around right here. We've got button-down shirts available. Oh, hang on. Trade caravan from the people of Zami have entered. So this is what I mean here. They've now got this little notification pops up. So we now got information that a trade caravan is coming towards us. Might even... Can we see it on the map? We cannot. War merchants. Okay, let's finish off with us negotiating with these guys, just so we can see what we can sell off. Who's our best person? Alboyo. Alboyo, Alboyo. Boyo. Go and have a chat with... Snake? No, here he is. Bardaco. Go in here and have a chat with them. Wherever you are, Alboyo. Oh, you're all the way over there. If I knew that, I would have said someone else. That's okay. Let's just see what we can try and sell. Hopefully we can get rid of some of this material. But I doubt we can from a war merchant. We can get rid of some of the armor in that though. That's good. Okay, smoke leaf joints can go. The KOT can go. Tonics will go. Axe can go. All this can go. No, we can make our own versions of that. Alright, we'll keep that spear though, and we'll keep the blade here. Battle axe... I suppose we could get there. Polymer spear? Sure, we'll... No, but that's... Yeah, we'll take it, sure. All that can go. Musket, crossbow, flintlock, compound bow. That's supposed to be pretty good quality, isn't a more modern one? I have to think about that. Light lizard armor, tux, that can go, that can go. All these can go, in fact. Alright, let's just get rid of all these. Don't worry, we've got more than enough resources. We can easily afford to give up some of these stuff. And swap it out. Alright, we'll do something like that then. They don't actually have any decent armor, do they? Deer Hut, that's the one with social impact. Cowboy hats, another helmet. We'll take that. Leather armor. Yeah, we'll sell that. I'll keep the crossbows. That can go. That can go, because we have a penalty, I believe, for if we use those sort of weapons. Do we want to buy a dinosaur? Scary thing is, we can actually afford that. Dinosaur. Okay, sure. Do we want to Mega Sloths? Okay. Well, the dinosaur herd has now continued. Right, let's have a look. The Cardosaurus, we can train you to kill. But apparently you're quite smart. I'm going to teach you... We're going to have them all taught how to do this stuff. We won't let you be... That, we will. And the Ankylosaurus. Oh, that's Hall. Okay, that's... Okay, I can't see, apparently. That... We'll have you kill any colony enemies. I think that's only fitting. Could train the alpacas to do that, but I don't think that's necessary. Megasloths, though, yeah. I think that works out quite nicely. Might need to start hunting down some of the things, though. We've got quite a few animals. Still can't believe it got that under our control. Alright. Kill. No, there we go. Oh yeah, we need to sort out the zones, don't we? So Mega Sloths and that, because you eat animals, you can do that. Might have to come up with a different one for you. Yeah, we'll just let this one run wild. That way it can go hunting when needed. Okay, we've now done this one. This one allows me to do fruit trees. Wild biome plants. This will allow us to make any plants that are currently on the map. So this is stuff like figs, date trees, pineapples, stuff like that. To be honest though, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Charcoal ointments. Still want to make the aloe vera ointments. Yeah, we'll let that continue. And at that point, I think we'll end today's episode here. So we now picked up quite a few new animals, including a giant one that we'll be able to ride. I'll have to see where it's gone already. But otherwise, I think we've finally got the food situation under control. You know, it's just everything is just taking its time. We've got loads and loads of stuff getting done. We're going to start expanding out the stockpile eventually. But now that we've got food under control, we're going to have more stuff getting grown up here. And what I'm thinking is maybe expand over to this side. Have a few more fields down so we can actually, you know, keep that under control as well. Yeah, I think that could work. But we'll do all that in the next episode. So for now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And I do hope you join me next time for more RimWorld. But until then, everyone, take care, and goodbye for now.